what we want to do in this video is just to put things into perspective and show you through a few charts which we'll make available to you after this. The first point to know is that markets can have negative years, and what this chart I'll bring up here on the screen will show you is that on average you have about 20% historically over the last 120 years of negative returns, and then 80% positive years. So about 1 in every 5 years we can expect to have negative returns. When you're going through this chart, have a look at some of the negative years and then follow that through and have a look at the size of the positive year the next year. That correlation can be quite high. The second thing to show you is this other chart where you have calendar year returns versus partway through the year. And I can take you back to any year, and what it actually shows you from top to bottom, or the highest point to the lowest point, there will often be negative 5, 10, 15, 25% swings in that year. But if you hold or you look at the returns from January through to the end of December, you'll often see positive years of 5, 10, 15, 20%. So it's a really good lesson just to put things into perspective that every single year we generally have events like this where markets pull off, and if we just continue to stay the course and hold out until the end of the year or 12 months later, we're often looking at a completely different percentage or return number in portfolios. And the third one is markets often climb the wall of worry. So that's here. And again, it just points to all those key events that we're very familiar with over the last 5, 10, 25 years, all the way back to the dot-com boom and bust. And these events do happen in markets, but again, if you apply a disciplined approach and we stay the course of action and then we manage the money in an effective way and we're not too irrational with how we behave with our decisions, then you can see that you're often going to be better if we can just try to block out as much of this as possible. So of course, we're always here to discuss things. We're always here to try to make you feel comfortable about how your money is invested. We're obviously looking at this all the time, and we want to be here if you need to reach out.